Deborah with Mahogany Tea.
And this is Patrice. Hey guys, welcome. We're so glad you're here with us today. D, tell me what's been going on with you lately.
Girl, my brain since the election. I know we done talked about this once before, but Patrice, I've been reading books after books, and I just have one quick question for you.
Sure.
I don't know who I really want to read about. Do you have any suggestions who should I be following right now after the election?
Oh gosh, you know who I'm gonna say.
Who?
JC.
Okay, for those that don't know JC, who is JC?
Jesus.
Lord help her, y'all. Now she know
because he's the only person that can help us in a time like this. Because this is a crisis for Black women, and I know I don't want to keep harping on that, but we have encountered a crisis.
I totally agree with you, but it's some people that are not there yet.
Yeah,
Patrice.
that's true.
You know what I mean? That's why I love Mahogany Tea, because we have all flavor of conversations, to make people comfortable. And religion is one, just empowering one another.
Spirituality,
and spirituality, and that's something I want us to come back and talk about. Christianity, religion, spirituality.
Yeah.
Me growing up Kojic, I'm still all over the place trying to realize and be free.
Okay, got it.
We'll come back and talk about that again. But look, this is my question to you. Have you ever written a book before?
No, but I want to, and people keep telling me that I should. And I have to be honest with our audience. Guys, I suffer with a lot of fear. Okay. And I know God does not give us a spirit of fear, but unfortunately that is one thing that I am praying about. I am working through and trying to get over, and that has hindered me in a lot of ideas that I have as far as starting businesses. Right. But I will have to say that I have started 2 businesses that I am currently working, and one is my virtual assistant business. And then
I need to hire you already, Patrice. But I
please do.
I get the family and friends
you
discount?
will absolutely. And then on my travel business. So I know.
Oh, when you talked about self-care, I think we kind of talked about that on one of our shows. That self-care. Patrice.
Yes.
Now that we're back, listen about your business. I'm excited. First of all, let me say this. I came out with my first book, okay?
Yes, that we're all super excited about. I just like the title, Walking Like a Talking.
Lord, there she go. Okay, go ahead, Delta Sigma Theta. Is that you coming out?
No,
okay.
That's just Patrice.
Oh, okay.
That title. And y'all, everybody knows I love music. I love to dance. I love to sing.
And you like to drink too.
And I'll drink to that.
Oh, okay, I'll drink to that.
Let's have a toast. Because we have been gone for a minute, you guys. And we're just glad to be back and together again.
Mahogany with the tea.
I know you guys don't see Lorraine on camera, but guess what? She is still here and vibrant with us, thriving, doing what she does. So we're going to toast to being back together again.
Let me say this. I love some Lorraine because that's another thing. Some people just don't want to be out front.
Absolutely. But she's always supportive.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And she make me go apostolic. Let me tell you, she'll pour that anointing on you in a minute.
Yes.
Next thing you know, I'm hallelujah. I'm over here. I mean, literally, I thank God for Lorraine. I thank God for you.
Love her.
When we're talking about.
We wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for Lorraine.
I know. It wouldn't.
We wouldn't be right here if it were not, because this was her idea, guys. This was her baby. Yes. And she invited us to be a part of it. And we're just glad to be here.
Well, I think it's so important that we pour into one another.
Absolutely.
But we have to be transparent, and you have to recognize boundaries.
Yes.
Because you stated something earlier, fear.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Fear. And that's something we have to really help one another with, because I've been in business for almost 30 years.
Yes.
And there's still a part of me that's fearful of failure in certain projects that I work on.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And people ask me, well, what are you afraid of, Patrice? That's it.
Yeah.
Failing and it not working out. And I don't know what about me makes me feel like I can't fail, because when I went through my situation, that time of my life, that should have been fearful.
Right.
And it was, but you know how I got through it. Jesus.
I love me.
It was
Jesus
yes. And God helped me through that. And I don't know why I still allow fear, but that's the enemy.
You know
That's
what?
the enemy.
Sometimes I don't. Let me say, we can say it's the enemy, but sometimes we have to deal with some things that are still hidden on the inside.
Yeah.
That causes us not to walk in it, which is fear. And a lot of time God say, "But I need you to be delivered," because remember He said, "Who I set free is free indeed."
Yes,
And sometimes we're not free.
Yeah.
We have to understand. Like me, I had to realize until I wrote my book, I really wasn't free. Because I went back and looked at some things, some of my triggers that, I always thought that I was delivered from that when in reality I wasn't. And one that I dealt with was I always wanted love, validation. You know what I mean? So I felt when I wrote my book, as the first time author, it wasn't a point that I just wanted to say I wanted to be an author. I was fearful. So now that I wrote the book, and I mean, people are reading it, I feel really good. Okay.
Yeah,
now,
that's good.
Yeah,
That's
and that's
good.
part of, I think we have to go back and say, okay, let's deal with the things that we feel that's causing us not to walk in our journey. Like
our
you, when I
destiny,
see you,
yeah.
I can't, Patrice, when I look at you, I love your voice. I mean, you come in the room and you're like, "Hey, Deborah, hey, Lorraine," and I'm laughing. I'm like, "Okay, what's next?" And then not only that, you walk with confidence. I was watching you when you was walking in. You walk with self-confidence.
Very
so
confident.
What do you fear for? Patrice,
That's the question that's always asked, because I am very confident. I walk in that, but just the initiation of starting, the initial thought of starting something, you know what I'm saying? And even jumping into the virtual assistant business. I have a few clients, and I'm loving
what was it like when you
that.
met your first client? Because everybody wants to know. But how did you get that first client?
Actually, she was referred to me. My financial advisor, she referred her to me, and we met, and she was like, "Yeah, I want to do this." I was like, "All right, let's get it going."
Well, how did you determine?
But I had to fire her though.
Oh, Jesus. Now, that's when you call Jesus, y'all.
It just wasn't a good fit. It wasn't a good fit.
I love that.
It wasn't a good fit. I understood it. She did not so much, but sometimes we have to separate ourselves, from if we feel like it's something that's not benefiting us, or if it just, if it was going to be too stressful, because I'm at a point in my life now, I'm about peace.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, you have to be selfish and take peace. That's why God said, go in with peace, you come out with peace.
Absolutely.
And I had to learn that. When I first started my business, I was like, whoever going to give me $1, whoever will give me a chance. But all money is truly not good money. Am I correct about that?
Absolutely.
Not only that, but how did you know what to charge her? What was your rate like? How do you base that? Because a lot of people ask that when they
Dr.
go,
Google?
There go that Google again. There go Google.
And plus, I know my worth, and I know what you're going to get from me.
I love it.
Yeah, so.
Now, what do you, like, you have somebody like me. I've been in business all my life. So I've been the CEO, self-starter, all of that. But sometimes you have a problem in letting go. You want to hire a professional, but then when a professional come in, you want to tell a professional. How do you adjust that or tell someone like that? Because I was like, no, that's the way that needs to go. And I've been doing that. But why did you hire her, Deborah?
That is so funny that you say that, because my daughter had asked me a time before, "Mom, have you ever taken," it's like, what is that personality test called? Yeah. So, and you know what else we talked about? I'm sorry, y'all, I'm jumping around, but we talked about self-care therapy.
Ooh,
I'm back in therapy. When I tell you,
I
have a counselor right now. I love
Patrice,
her.
I know everybody. You know what they always tell me?
What?
Deborah, you don't need counseling. Yes, I do.
We all do.
Can I get to lay on the sofa like on TV?
But mine is virtual. So
no, I want to lie on the sofa.
But she's in Houston.
And I want to hear the music.
I know. I love her. But she's in Houston, and we do it via Zoom. And I love that. I had a counselor here, but we went our separate ways. And then I was like, I don't need this anymore. But now I'm back to a point to where I see how helpful and beneficial it is to be able to talk with someone else through things. And we as a people, we don't believe in therapy, especially our men. And I wish we had Tony here to kind of talk about that.
Hey, listen, everyone, I'm just going to say the name Tony. But y'all don't want to miss Tony. Boy, I tell you, he's the man.
Yeah, we're going to bring him in and let him kind of talk about, as far as why black men don't get therapy or get the healing that they need. And that's why a lot of relationships are failing, because we have so many people that are broken. And, we're bouncing around, but we're going to come back to some stuff.
Ooh,
but
some stuff. Y'all see that?
And some stuff. But
What's some mahogany tea?
Yes. And we should be drinking tea right now, but as you see, we're not.
But no, we're okay because I think we're celebrating after the election.
I know me.
I'm trying to let my hair down, and that's another thing, y'all. I really had a bob going, but I had one of them bad hair days. So I went to Shirley Temple Curls,
And I think it's beautiful.
You do. I just say I'm going to show
it.
my teeth like you. And let me see your shades, Patrice. Can I borrow those for a minute?
Absolutely, you can.
Every now and then, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, get your
sun today.
I am. Y'all know I'm dark, and y'all know I don't need
Beautiful.
no tan. Oh yes, I love being
it.
chocolate.
Oh,
Don't I look
yes.
good, everybody? Where you
Absolutely,
did you
she
go
does.
thrift and get these?
Actually, those were a gift.
I
those
can't
were
steal these then. But
Y'all
thank
know
you,
I'm
Patrice.
scared and this little bee
I
flying
like
around
bees.
us.
Come on, bee.
my
You want some
goodness.
honey?
But therapy I think is good, and we all need to kind of
But what if you
that's a
can't
part-
afford one?
Your insurance will pay for it.
No, now see, that's why I
Insurance.
come and help my people
Insurance
right now.
pay for therapy. I don't
See,
pay a dime.
Okay, so
I don't
can
pay
you
a
tell us
dime.
how?
Call
we can
that
do
800 number on the back of your insurance card,
Okay.
and they'll give you a whole list of people to sift through. And
Okay.
I did just that.
Now, let me just say this to you. What if they don't have insurance?
That's a good question. We have to figure that one out. DM us, and we'll find you a therapy that will.
Do we have an
see
email
you.
for Mahogany Tea?
Edit that. She know we ain't got no email. I said DM us.
Well, but we got to
We're working
brand the
on it.
name.
We're working
well,
on it.
when you talking about branding
we do
the
have a
name.
Facebook page, and they can DM us.
Okay, I
They
just
can
wanted,
message us.
wanted,
they can send
that's
us
what
a
we need to
message,
say. That's
yes.
the part that we bringing out.
Yeah.
Y'all know what? I love our
Facebook
producer.
Marketplace, not Marketplace, but Facebook. You can reach us on Facebook. Send us a message. It's Mahogany Tea Time Podcast, and you can find us, and you'll see us there. Send us a message, and we'll get you some help. We'll help you find some help.
Because I think that's important, that people need to know where they can go. That's
Yes.
another thing that I learned during the election time. We need more resources.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
yes.
And we have to, when you're telling someone or giving advice, have some resources for them.
Absolutely.
Because when I was growing up, it was all about who you knew,
It's still that way today too, I think.
But you got gatekeepers now. That's what I want to talk
Yeah.
about. Maybe you can kind of talk to our viewers about, Patrice. It's harder to get to those decision makers now. I'm talking about those that write the check, those that, say,
Yeah,
okay,
I
I
would
want
agree.
you. So how do we get past that since the election time? Because we
Yeah.
need all the resources we can get. So how do we go about
And
it?
you know what I also hear people saying too about finding a job. Back in the day, it used to be so easy.
That's what I'm
Lose a
saying.
job, find a job. You call somebody, hey, so and so,
Right.
I'm looking again.
Right.
Can you help me? Can you help me find something? It's not that easy anymore.
It's not. So how do we, since we talking about networking,
Yeah.
black women coming together, but how do we break that? Because there are a lot of black women that are decision makers.
Yeah, that's true.
So how do we get past that? How do we, just say for instance, like you might not, we can't afford you, but you might know somebody that you can refer that has a business similar to yours that they can afford. Are you willing to share? Are you willing to do that?
Absolutely. And I'm also willing to adjust pricing for someone that needs it.
Like friends
Because-
and family?
absolutely.
But wait a minute. You know what, Patrice? You could give them a discount, Mahogany Tea, and say, hey, I heard about you.
Yes,
Well, don't you think that would be cool?
Exactly. Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'll do that too. Reach out to me on Mahogany Tea Time Podcast, and we can talk about it. We can talk. I love that. That's a good idea.
Y'all
I
know
love
what?
that. And y'all got to get this book, Walking Like a Talker, too. Yeah, we shamefully plugging right now, and it's
We
okay.
are. But the
It's
reason
okay.
we plug in, because I love the way Patrice
We wanna help.
gives back, and we want to help one another. And Patrice, I want to ask you this quick question. Have you ever been thrifting before?
I can't say that I'm good at it, but my daughter, she wants to, and I told her over the Christmas break when she comes home, we'll go thrifting. But my sister does, and she finds some of the cutest things. Oh my goodness! So I don't see anything wrong with it.
But
I
don't you
just
think that's therapeutic, though? When
Absolutely.
you talked about earlier on one of our segments, and people can go back and look on YouTube or on our Facebook page.
Yes.
And we talked about self-care. I think just walking around, say you take $10.
Yeah.
You might can find
And
a
see how
cute-
much you can get with that $10.
You see what I'm saying? And then you're bonding with your daughter.
Yes.
You said something about your daughter.
Absolutely.
She coming home from college?
Yes. Yes, she was just here this
Oh.
weekend. Girl came home to get her hair done. I said, must be nice.
That's what I said. But she know her mama don't take no less and taught her no less. So she got it honestly. Now be honest. Now
Well.
you created that.
I know.
I know. She's
I
a beautiful.
know.
But I
Thank
like
you.
that, Patrice. I think also with Mahogany Tea, I like the fact we're going to continue to give out resources. Am I
Yes,
correct?
absolutely we are. Absolutely. If you know anybody that's struggling in a relationship that needs some help, we got Debo's right here. Give
me
them the
say
name
this.
of it.
Look, Women Call Moses, everyone know I've been in the trenches 24 years.
Yes.
But I'm very passionate about domestic violence. So if you know anyone that's going through domestic violence, I just need someone to talk to. It might be someone to say, hey, I heard the lady Patrice on Mahogany Tea or Lorraine. I want to talk to her. Feel free. I mean, just to reach out to us. But we're here
Yes.
with resources. We're here to listen. So let's all tune in to Mahogany Tea once again.
Yeah, you can message us on Facebook, Mahogany Tea Time Podcast. We are here to help. We're here to entertain. We want to just give you guys some good information, good help, good resources, and we want to be a safe space for all women. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too. I love you more. Lorraine,
I
we
love you
love
more. It's all about love.
Exactly.
Woo.
Mahogany
Tune in
Tea
to Mahogany
Time.
Tea.